Hello, my classy people. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm your speed king. Of course you are. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Monday afternoon. And before I get going, let me give a shout out to one of our viewers out there and one of our stock followers, Lisa M. Well, Lisa M, she's been following us for a while and just a wonderful young lady. So I want to just say, hey, classy lady to Lisa. But more so, Lisa aside, I want to give a shout out to her dad. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, that's my guy, Mr. Lloyd M.A. He was a Major League Baseball player for sure. And I want to give him a shout out. He watches our channel all the time. He's an OG. I'm an OG. We're clicking together. That's my guy. Hey, Lisa and Lloyd, y'all great folks. Thanks so much for your contributions, as always. Hey, turn your closed captions on for us. And remember, tip sheets, Breeders' Cup. Get your orders in. Email us, speedking24@yahoo.com. Well, we're going to take a sneak peek at the Distaff Breeders' Cup on Saturday. The girls are in town. You see me with my ruffian shirt on. I just got back from the doctor, had my annual physical. All the numbers are right. My doctor says I'm clicking on all 8, but he wants me to lose 5 pounds. What is he, mad? Anyway, I feel real good today, y'all. Let's take a look at the $2 million Distaff. Let's take a sneak peek. We're going to look at 10 of the contenders. We're not going to put them in alphabetical order. We just want to start a healthy discussion. And let's just talk about the Distaff race. You know I love the fillies. The girls are in town, for sure. With my ruffian shirt on. Well, let's start right in. Let's start a healthy discussion on what you think about the Distaff. And, you know, let's see who gets in and that type of thing and the post position draw. But we can start and look at some of the contenders for sure. And let's start in with Captain Obvious, right? Well, Idiomatic. Well, hold on and simmer down. Let's not crown her queen just yet. Okay, I know everybody loves Idiomatic. I like her as well. I mean, she's not Rachel Alexandra, for sure, right? Nor is she ruffian, but you gotta respect her work, right? Put some respect on Idiomatic's name. Hey, 8 wins from 11 starts in her career, 1 second and 1/3. This horse has never not hit the board. And this year, as a 4-year-old, she has 8 starts and 7 of them are wins in 1 second for $1.3 million this year. Right? So obviously she's a world-class filly, only 11 starts. Obviously there's more to improve. It's Brad Cox and his band of merry horses. And if that wasn't enough, guess who owns and breeds this one? Jutmark Farms, the Silky Pink. So they always mean business. Now, she did win the personal instant back there in August of 25th at Saratoga, but a lot of horses come out of this race. I think that this staff may come down to a trip because this is a very deep field of nice fillies and mares, right? You can go 5 or 6 deep in here. This may come down to a rider's race and a trip. But Idiomatic probably is going to be the favorite going into this race, right? But let's see. But you can't knock her. I'm just not going to crown her queen just yet. And next, that's right, Ness, the next one. Well, again, comes out of the personal instant, ran 3rd that day, didn't disgrace, ran in the Keeneland in the Juddmark, ran 4th. Off race, that's a very good race to come into this race. Ness is by Curlin. Guess who else is by Curlin? That's right, Idiomatic. So Idiomatic and Ness are both by the same sire. Ness is on AP Indy on the backside. Todd Pletcher, the man in the Italian suit. Irad's in the arms. And it seemed like Irad missed the break a lot of times in these big races, right? But again, Ness don't have to apologize to Idiomatic or any other Matic. She's won 8 of 14 starts, 2 seconds and 2/3 for $2.2 million. Ness, a strong contender in here, I believe, right? For sure. That's a very nice filly. Let me know what you think about it. And how would I not talk about the other horse that comes out of the personal instant? My boy, Asmussen, Clarier. Well, you know she's a leading lady. She's by Curlin. Now, listen to this. Idiomatic, Ness, and Clarier are all by the same 3 sires, Curlin, right? And they're all millionaires. So again, just those 3 horses alone makes the race very intriguing and very honest. Clarier don't have to apologize. Her daddy is curling, but so is Idiomatics, and so is Nas. Hey, 8 wins from 21 starts, right? 3.1 million. She's a millionaire 3 times over. And guess who's in the odds for? It's the Rolex guy. By the way, here's a side note. Joel Rosario has won 16 Grade 1 Breeders' Cup races, and probably 14, I believe, and maybe 16 seconds and another 14 or 15 thirds. He's never won the Distaff. I'm just saying. That's the Rolex guy. He'll be on time. Well, he's on Clarier. Needs no apology. And again, my boy, right? My favorite trainer, one of 2, Billy Mott being the other. Hey, Asmussen gets Clarier. She ran really, really good last year in the Distaff. She ran 3rd. I think it was behind Malathot. Let me just make sure, right? Behind Malathot that year. But Clarier, these 3 top fillies are just absolutely awesome. So you can't knock the first 3 horses that we talked about. It's just which way you're going to go. Clarier, top contender, as we talked about. All right? And then Wet Paint, Godolphin and Godolphin for sure. It's Brad Cox, 5 wins from 10 starts. Again, I had Wet Paint a few times when she won, but she is a 3-year-old. Now, 3-year-olds have won this race. I don't particularly like to bet 3-year-old fillies in this race against top mares, right? Because they're a little immature, but they have won 30% of the time out of 35 races. Hey, you know, 3-year-olds, but I usually don't lean that way. But that being said, Wet Paint is trained and bred and owned by Godolphin and trained by Brad Cox. Now, I think the speed figures are a little light, but you still have to mention her in this here field for sure. And of course, what would it be without her entry mate, Pretty Mischievous? Well, everybody knows I crush Pretty Mischievous in the Kentucky Oaks, right? But again, here is another 3-year-old. So both of Godolphin horses, and no one loves Godolphins more than me, is 3-year-olds. Speed figures are a little light on Pretty Mischief as well. But again, she's a quality filly with only 10 starts, but she has 7 wins, 2 seconds, and 1/3. Has never not hit the board. Let me ask them, tell me what you think about it. Wet Paint, Pretty Mischief, Godolphin, hey, you know, 3-year-old. Concerns me. But they all better watch out. Chad is in the house. Search results. Well, here it comes, boys and gals. A 5-year-old mare. Well, this one don't have to apologize. By Flutter on the back end by Candy Ride. 7 wins from 16 starts. It's that man, mama. Tyler Gaffleon might be in the odds on this one. And this horse ran lights out in the Locust Grove Stakes. Right now, that was September. About a month later, this horse is reappearing in the Breeders' Cup Distaff. Now, she ran in the Distaff last year, got her head handed to her. She finished 6th. But Chad then trained search results up a different way. You can see how he brought her along up to this race in 3 weeks. Hey, speed figures, that last race on search results are top. I would keep an eye, on her. Let's see if she draws in. Let's see what post position she gets for sure this year. I wouldn't count out this classy mare by no means for sure. Hey, now let's take a look at Randomize. Well, Randomize is trained by Chad Brown as well, right? Joel Rosario is listed on this one as well as Clarier. Well, Randomize is a 3-year-old too. So the 2 Godolphins and the other Chad Browns are 3-year-olds. 4 wins from 6 starts, maybe a little light in experience. Speed figure is awfully nice coming out of that Belle Dame Grade 2 race, for sure. Okay, so you better pay attention. I like that. This horse has improved each and every start in each of her 6 starts, which she should. She's a quality filly by Nyquist, the Derby winning Nyquist, on the back end by Exclusive Quality. Again, it's Chad Brown, and it got Joel Rosario listed. Let's see which way Joel goes, Clarier or Randomized. That should tell us a bunch. I'm pretty sure it'll be Clarier. Randomized, a 3-year-old. You know how I feel about 3-year-olds taking on olders in this particular race, particularly fillies, right? But that being said, Randomized don't have to apologize either. So, who's next? Well, hey, listen. Here's one Adore Manor. Well, Adore Manor, trained by Bobby Baffert. This may be the speed in the race. 7 wins from 13 starts. 5 wins this year from 6 starts in 1 second. This horse has not failed to not hit the board each and every of her 6 starts this year. And she's got a many wins across Santa Anita. Right? Hey, this 4-year-old may need to take a very good look at. Of course, she's playing in her home court. She's won 5 in a row. Adore Manor by Uncle Mo, Giant Gizmo. It's Baffert. Hey, you got Juan Hernandez in the arms, who knows that racetrack out there. So you got the top jock out there, and you got Santa Anita, a horse for the course here. Adore Manor. Going to have to take a long and strong look when you consider her, for sure. Right? Who's next? Well, we talked about randomize. Hey, who's your filly? I'm just going to mention her. I don't think that she can beat this bunch. Okay? Her speed figures are really light. She's buying to mischief, 4 wins. She's also a 3-year-old. I'm going to mention who's your filly, but it's going to be really hard for her. But tell me, I know quite a few people like who's your filly, for sure. So, last but not least, a Moay, right? Well, a Moay is a 4-year-old, 5 wins from 16 starts. It's Brad Cox, who has 3 or 4 eligible to get into this race. This horse appears to come out of the Beldame, ran second, I think, behind randomize, I believe. And again, a very nice horse. So, there are my top 10 that I believe the winner will come from in the Distaff. We don't know yet who's going to get and who not. So Idiomatic, obviously, Clarier, Ness, Pretty Mischievous, 3-year-old, Wet Paint, 3-year-old, Search Result, Old Time Mayor. I'm concerned about her. She's got an awesome race. Chad Brown doing the conditioning. Randomize is the other Chad Brown. Adore Manor, the speed hometown girl over a hometown track with Juan Hernandez. This is a nice race, the Distaff, right? You can go several ways. This may come down to a trip and the jocks race for sure. Let's have a healthy discussion about this year's Distaff. Okay, let me know what you think, and let's see who draws in. Stay classy, y'all, in all that you do. Lisa, Lloyd, stay classy, as always. This is good. I like the Distaff. Well, I like Philly races. Y'all know I do. Stay classy, y'all. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm your speed king, of course.